Parents, this one is for y'all, right? Told y'all I had this. Please stop expecting linear growth from your kid. Because one of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of sports parents make is thinking if I can't see major improvements every week, my kid is not getting better. Or if my kid isn't consistently scoring a certain amount of points, my kid is not getting better. That mindset, it destroys confidence, patience, and long-term development, because real development doesn't happen like in straight lines, okay? It happens in layers. Like some seasons, they're gonna grow physically. Some seasons, they're gonna grow mentally. Some seasons, they're gonna struggle, right? Some seasons, everything finally clicks. But too many parents, they either quit the process or jump ship before the breakthrough happens. And honestly, social media has made it even worse, right? Because we got everyday parents watching clips of 12, 13, 14-year-olds dunking, like scoring 40, like being ranked nationally, training 7 days a week, and suddenly they start indirectly comparing the kid and think their kid is being behind. But here's what you don't see. 1,000 reps, years of failure, the late bloomers, the kids who develop at 16 instead of 12, or the burnout happening behind the scenes. Research from an Aspen Institute showed nearly 70% of kids quit organized sports at about the age of 13. One of the biggest reasons behind that is pressure and lack of enjoyment. We always talk about falling in love with the game. So think about that. Most kids aren't quitting because they aren't talented. They're quitting because the environment around them has become too stressful. And parents, you all have to understand that development is not always immediately visible. Okay? Like a player can go months looking the same while at the same time improving their decision making, their confidence, their defensive instincts, their footwork, their processing speed, their discipline, and one of the most important aspects, the emotional maturity. Those things don't always show up in a highlight clip, but they do show up later when the game slows down. So here's another reality. Puberty changes everything, right? Studies consistently show like early maturing athletes, they often dominate youth sports because of the temporary physical advantage. But long-term success, that becomes much more skill and mindset dependent as everyone starts to catch up physically. So if your kid is a best player at 11, 12, 13, who cares? That means almost nothing long-term, right? The goal should not be how good is my child right now. The goal should be, are they developing? Are they improving? Are they becoming more disciplined? Are their confidence growing? And are they falling in love with the game? Because the players who last the longest usually aren't the ones who peak first. I told you that yesterday. It's the ones who stay consistent, okay? Stop chasing overnight success. Start respecting long-term development. Because one day the kid everyone overlooked becomes a player nobody stopped. No slacker.